Hi Ben, I'm glad you could stop in today to interview for our position. What the job is an entry-level position where you're going to help answer the phone, file client accounts, and just anything that we need help with. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, from the job description that I saw on the internet, it said I would be filing mail, answering some calls, not a lot of them because of the business that it's in, but yeah, communicating with the members in the small team. I did see it was a small team, so.
Right. We only have 5 people here, and what it is, we manage investment accounts for individuals, companies. We've been around since 1999, and we have over 300 million under management. So, and it's very important that you keep all information confidential. So whatever names you see, you're probably going to see people that you know. You cannot divulge any information to anyone. So that's very important. Let's see, we just have some standard interview questions that I want to, see how you would respond. Tell me about a time when there was a problem with a coworker at one of your prior jobs. How did you handle it?
Well, I've actually had multiple issues. The more common one would be for like vacation time. We have someone that we both had the same time off, and we had to kind of work it out, and hey, you can have this one, but the next time something comes up, it goes to me, or we always go down to like seniority. Another time was we had a miscommunication. We were supposed to order someone, because I work at the Bank of Kentucky, supposed to order someone a debit card, and that message didn't get relayed, so therefore it didn't get ordered, and we had an unhappy client because of the miscommunication.
So how did you deal with that unhappy client specifically?
We can get them specially ordered, which we don't really like to do, but it can be done. So the problem really could be fixed, but it's still upsetting the client. Not upsetting, but kind of letting them down.
Right, and we run into the same thing where it's kind of like the client is always right in 99% of the time. So we do whatever we need to do the same way. So if you're taking a client call, it's very important that you make them feel important and all that.
Yeah.
So, very important. Because we don't want to lose that client.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Tell me about one of the more difficult work-related challenges you had and how you resolved the problem. If you can think of an example. I mean, anytime, even like with a prior job.
Well, there was a time I used to work for a tent business. We had the tent all kind of squared up, and there's a lot of work that calculating make sure you got a perfect square and all that. And we had it all laid out, and when the lady came out, she was unhappy with it. So we kind of had to rework everything that we did to adjust to how she wanted it.
Okay. What interests you about this job?
I think it's something new. Gives me the ability to learn something new, and as an entry-level job, it'll see if it's something that I am actually interested in, and kind of give me a taste for it before they actually give me a real full-time job or a full position job.
Okay. Let's see, tell me about your current job. What are you doing now?
I work for the Bank of Kentucky as a teller. It's part-time because I'm going to school, so that's something else that I would like, stability, because right now they can only offer me part-time until I graduate. So I just do general transactions with banking and meeting new customers and keep them happy.
Do you handle a lot of money during every day?
Every day we handle a lot of money. I'm not going to say it just because it's personal.
Well, I mean,
banking,
we understand that,
right.
confidential information. How would you describe a supervisor that you really liked? Like what qualities?
Outgoing, and they actually want to conversate with you, and they don't just sit in the office and, hey, can you do this? They'll say, hey, how was your weekend, or how was your vacation, or whatever, and they'll keep up on you, like, hey, I know you're going to be graduating coming up. Is there anything you can have me help you with? Or they just go out of their way to make sure they can do everything they really can for you.
Well, and on the flip side, because we're a small office, we all need to get along because we work together. so closely, how would you handle it if someone did something you didn't like a coworker, or something you felt wasn't right? How would you handle that?
I would definitely approach them because, like your work, it's something you're going to be with them for a lot of the time of the day. So to be unhappy or have something on your mind and not want to say it could really build up to turn into something bad. And it could also just be something little like, hey, can you not do this next time? And the person might just be like, oh, hey, yeah, I didn't realize that offended you or whatever. So it could just be something really small. And I wouldn't want to carry it on, and I would want to be able to talk to my people all day, not worry if they're mad at me.
Not like have bad feelings.
Right.
What is important to you in a job? Not like besides the benefits and the pay, but what else would be important? Like the job, like the work.
I would say making
like
people.
your dream job, you know.
My dream job, helping people out that don't have the ability to do something. Like for financial advisors, that's something that a lot of people, it's like a science, and you got to know what to put your stuff into, and a lot of people just don't want to put the time into that to figure out what's going good or what's bad. So helping someone out that can't do something or doesn't have the ability to, it's probably what I set out to do.
And how much do you know about stocks or bonds? Do you have any stocks yourself?
I do. I have a little bit. I don't know a lot about it. I try to ask a lot of questions. With my family, they have experience in it. My sister works at Fidelity, so the family's kind of in the investment area.
Let's see. How would other people describe you that you work with, do you think?
I would say outgoing, very hardworking and loyal. Outside of work, I'll generally be talking about that company that I'm working for, not even realizing that I'm doing it. Like, hey, this happened at work, or this is why I like my work. I just feel like I always relate to that work and try to just give some advertising to it so people can learn about it if they don't know about it.
Just kind of talk it up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Was there anything in your last job, or like what's your greatest achievement, or anything that you helped maybe streamline or make better? It doesn't have to be at the Bank of Kentucky because you probably have a lot of procedures.
Yeah. One thing at the tent company, we came up with a procedure to wash tents better. We found that clients weren't happy about it. The way that we were doing was very laborious. We would be on our hands and knees, like scrubbing them. So we actually sat down, came up with a method to clean them and properly hang them and store them to protect them, so we don't have to work as hard to take care of them. It's more of like a keep minor maintenance on them to protect them in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think you'd see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
Career-wise?
Yeah. Like where would you like to be?
That's a good question. As
I know that's hard.
coming out of college, that's kind of what I set out for the entry level, to get a little taste of some stuff, to see what I like to do. Because as we learned in class, most people are going through multiple jobs by the time they're even in their 5th year of their career. So I don't know if I even have a mindset of what I want to do in the first 5 years.
So you're just open for different things. Let's see. Have you always been pretty steadily employed?
Yeah, I would say more steadily than I could probably take on.
What was your longest period without working? Like when did you start working? How old were you?
My first job, I was 15 and a half, and I was just working weekends at Skyline as a dishwasher. And then I stayed there for 4 years, and then I moved on to another restaurant, and then I started cutting some grass on my own, and then got into the tent business, tried out the factory life with FedEx for a little bit. So I've kind of done a little bit of everything, and some of the times I've had 2 of the jobs at once.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like you're a hard worker.
And in my senior year of high school, I did school to work, and that allowed me to leave school every day at 12 o'clock to be able to go work. And that was at Skyline as well.
Okay. Well, do you think you have any questions for me about the job?
No, I'm just looking forward to trying something new.
Okay.
I appreciate the opportunity for the time to give the interview to me.
Okay. Well, we'll see, who else we have, and then we'll let you know in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.